Yep, I saw Hillary Clinton's presidential run announcement. You can knock it if you want to, but a lot of the same people who knock it are the same people who said she wouldn't run. And of course, they'll say she can't win. And when she wins, they'll say, well, she won't have 2 terms. Obama had no reason on his own to win. His victory was dependent on gaining adoration for himself by how much the culture was conditioned to hate his predecessor and the party he represented. Obama did nothing to deserve a 2nd term, but he got it. Hillary Clinton is a political train wreck. And you know how much the culture loves to watch a train wreck, and they'll want to see Hillary Clinton wreck that train right into the White House because evil America deserves it.
I think what's happening. Propaganda.
Hillary Clinton couldn't even look out for these 4 people, but she wants you to believe that she's got what it takes to look out for over 350 million Americans. Not. Hillary Clinton wants you to feel her sense of patriotism as they lean on the hard-working American gimmick. Meanwhile, practically all the people collecting a welfare check and food stamps vote Democrat. The liberals will try to grab some Republican voters here and there and try to make it look like Republicans do it too. That's like finding a deer that swallowed some insects while eating some shrubs and saying, see, the deer are just as carnivorous as lions are. Hey, notice that when liberals want to sound like they're mature and really want to get down to business, they try to sound like conservatives. In typical liberal Democrat fashion, they'll try to patronize you, talking about how you're independent, hard-working Americans. But you hard-working, independent Americans need social programs. You hard-working, independent Americans can't get your own health care. You need to depend on the state to force it on you. Hillary Clinton uses same-sex marriage to sell her presidential bid, and it's gonna help her. Meanwhile, we got a bunch of sellout Republicans who think that staying away from social issues is the answer. Hillary just threw her social issues right in your face. Liberals do not stay away from social issues, and it works for them. They drill it and sharpen their arguments constantly, even though their arguments are typically shallow. While many Republicans sit there with a dull butter knife because they're not encouraged to sharpen their defense against the social issues of the left. The operative word is defense. Liberals are the ones bringing this stuff up, and with their self-righteousness are always attacking the balance of freedom. And the instrument they use is social issues. Republicans are getting suckered into believing that there's a turnaround because Jon Stewart and SNL are taking shots at Hillary. The reason why they're doing this is because they want you to believe she can't win, and she'll end up underestimating her, and you'll lax on your stride. You underestimate liberals and their ability to easily manipulate people. And it's easy for them to manipulate people because they've established a huge lever to do it. The bigger the lever, the easier it is to move something. Republicans think that they can beat Hillary with her vague record of accomplishments in Benghazi. I tried to get you to understand this kind of stuff about Obama. Now you need to understand this about Hillary. It isn't about them or their lack of accomplishments or inexperience or their scandals. It's about what many people think or want them to represent. Liberalism and its socialist nature has been sold on America, and many Americans want a president who represents that. And it ain't gonna matter much how shady that person is. They will take that person's shame and place that hostility on someone else. They want liberalism because it makes them feel like a better person. They want to feel like they're better people because they're open-minded to same-sex marriage. They don't care that it intrudes upon other people's beliefs. In fact, it should, as far as they're concerned. The church is the old way of thinking. It should come down anyway, or at least the Bible should be changed. Many liberals actually believe that. The Bible should be changed to suit what they think it should say. The irony is, liberals are usually the ones who discredit the Bible, claiming that it's been altered, so it's not valid. Yet here they are wanting to alter it to make it valid. And again, I say, there's no excuse to not read the Bible because you think it's been mistranslated. Learn how to speak Hebrew and Greek. Problem solved. You liberals have a fetish about multiple languages anyway. It makes you feel all worldly and stuff. Liberals think they're better people because they stand by a woman's so-called right to choose. And they're better people because they're a voice for the voiceless, animals and trees and the helpless. A preborn kid is pretty much voiceless and helpless. But screw the kid. I'm pro-choice, so I'm a better person. A preborn kid can't even vote, so it doesn't have rights. The spotted owl can't vote either. But an animal's right outweighs a preborn kid's right to live? According to a liberal, yes, that makes them feel like a better person. Hillary represents that. Those kids are going to grow up to be a menace to society. We should kill them first. That's taking liberties with another person's rights. That's what liberalism is all about. They want to call themselves liberals, use it against them. Liberals make someone guilty before they've committed a crime in a nation where people are supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. Kill the preborn before they commit a crime. And that sentence falls mostly on the black community that the liberals claim to care so much about. People want liberalism to make them feel good about illegal immigration. It feels good to them to call you a bigot because you want the law enforced against it. It makes them feel like a better person to accuse someone else of racism. They don't care that it's totally unfair to the people trying to come to America legally, that people are cutting in front of them. They don't care that the black community that the liberals claim to care so much about are getting squeezed out of jobs. They don't care about whites being unemployed. White people deserve it. They wouldn't do these jobs anyway. This kind of thinking makes liberals feel good about themselves. They don't care what it costs. What's important is that they feel good about themselves. It isn't about Hillary. It's about what she represents. People want liberalism to make them feel good, knowing that the job creators are being punished and that it's better to have their wealth stripped from them to give to the poor than it is to have them work for it. It's not about personal responsibility with liberals, it's about social responsibility. Society is responsible to shoulder your burden, and with Hillary, it takes a village. Meanwhile, she's trying to sucker you into thinking she's all about hard work and independence. Liberals are pro-choice, and they want other people to be forced to pay for their choices. Now that's progressive. Liberals don't understand that the best way to help your neighbor is to not force your dependency on them. But people are conditioned to feel good about thinking that forced dependency is compassion and charity. That's what Hillary represents. Plus that, Hillary represents Bill Clinton. And a lot of people want Bill Clinton back in office because of what they think he represents. Republicans, get out of the mindset that you have to defeat a candidate or support one on your side. You have to sell conservatism. Liberalism has been sold on people. That's why Democrats are able to get away with what they get away with. So come on, free market Republicans, when are you gonna put your capital where your mouth is and start marketing conservatism? You're caught up with who's gonna be the Republican pick for 2016, and you're worried that it's Jeb Bush. Well, if conservatives would have been promoting conservatism to the culture in the first place, you wouldn't have to worry about Jeb Bush having a chance, because he wouldn't square with what the people expect for conservative representation. See? Remember, y'all, Hillary can win, not because of who she is, but because of the ideologies that many people think she represents. They feel good about that, and they'll vote for her. Republicans, you haven't tapped into what makes people feel good about conservatism, and you haven't tapped into the means to deliver it to the people. You're expecting some politician to do that. You have as bad of a case of hero worship as liberals do. And on top of that, you think that feelings are bad. You talk about how liberals are all about feelings, as if feelings are bad. And I agree, feelings can be bad when you're feeling good about the wrong things, which liberals have a bad case of. But it's doable to get people to feel good about standing up for the right to life. The right to liberty, the pursuit of happiness and property are being intruded upon because liberalism has crashed through the gate of the first God-given right. You gotta secure the border on life so they don't institute more illegal policy to intrude upon your other rights. It's doable to get people to feel good about standing up for the first right of the First Amendment. It's doable to get people to feel good about America being a nation of people all around the world. And if you want in, be fair about it and do it legally. You know why this is so hard for you to do, conservatives? Because you keep looking for someone to do it in office for you. If you do not have cultural representation, you cannot sustain political representation. Liberals have shown you how this is done. It takes the arts, y'all. It takes creativity to know how to emotionally connect ideas to people. And yes, you can emotionally connect common sense to people for them to embrace for the right reasons. I'm Alfonso Rachel with ZoNation, and if you dig what I'm saying and you want to be part of helping to take this message to the streets with even more gusto, then contact me at my website, alfonsorachel.com, and get involved with how conservatism can be rightfully embraced by the culture instead of wrongly disgraced by it. And you know how much the culture loves to watch a train wreck.